gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. I'm your host, Brandon Caton. To kick things off, Raw started off with Sting. Sting came out to address the Night of Champions pay-per-view. Sting will challenge for Seth Rollins' WWE Championship. Pretty much Sting said that Seth Rollins is a little boy in his world. Said that Seth Rollins does not compare to Triple H. Doesn't compare to the man that he is or the competitor that he is. Now, Seth Rollins kind of retorted that. Stephanie agreed with Sting. And that was pretty much about it. The very first matchup of the night was Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. Now, you can ask John Cena, Ryback, Big Show, Mark Henry, literally a who's who of anybody in the WWE that faced Rusev during his 1 year undefeated streak in the WWE. Facing Rusev is going to be physical. It ain't gonna be easy. So alongside that, Rusev dominated most of the matchup. Now, Dolph Ziggler, he pulled through. Rusev was going for the accolade. Dolph Ziggler countered, hit the zigzag. Summer Rae interrupted, caused Dolph Ziggler to win by disqualification. Lana, she came in the ring, started beating up on Summer Rae. The usual feud between these four people, if you've seen Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views in the past couple months. Now, the match card was stacked up for the night. You have Ryback versus the Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship. You have the very first ever Divas Beat the Clock Challenge. Team PCB, Becky, Charlotte, Paige. One of these three divas is going to go up against Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship at Night Champions. Now, the very first Beat the Clock match was Becky Lynch versus Alicia Fox. Becky Lynch, in extraordinary fashion, set the time to beat at 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Set the time to beat. Now, the second match was Ryback versus the Big Show. Big Show's a heck of a competitor. You're not gonna outpower Big Show on more than one occasion. He'll outpower you. Now, back and forth matchup between the two, but it ultimately ended when The Miz, who was on guest commentary, interfered, distracted the Big Show. Ryback went for Shell Shock, hit it, and won the match, successfully retaining his Intercontinental Championship. Now, why Miz would want to anger the Giant, no idea whatsoever. The second Beat the Clock match was Brie Bella versus Charlotte. Now, with the previous time of 3 minutes and 21 seconds set by Becky Lynch, Charlotte had a little bit of her hands full to beat Brie Bella in less than 3 minutes and 21 seconds. But she did, making Brie tap out to the figure eight. Her own twist on the figure four by her father, the Nature Boy, Woo! Ric Flair. In an astounding 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now, in case you have been living under a rock for the past week, Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, are back. In an interview with Renee Young, they said they are back to do two things. They are back to put everybody through a table. Everyone and their mama through a table. And two, become the 10-time WWE Tag Team Champions. But to do that, they gotta go through the New Day, which segues into the matchup on Raw. It's the first match in 10 years for the Dudley Boys. And in true Dudley fashion, they sat there and tore the place down. They played to the crowd, the whole bionic elbow and more in Dusty Rhodes. You got Irish whips to the corner. They were going to do the famous hold the legs up, what's up? But Kofi interfered in that one to prevent that, and a little pause on the match. Xavier Woods came out and he had a perm. Why he came out and had a perm, I have no idea. So everybody, use the hashtag, what's up with a perm. This will be trending by the end of the night. Now, the Dudleys won. They were going to hit 3D through a table wrapped in bubble wrap through the New Day's crusade to save the tables. But Xavier was dragged Big E out of the ring at the last second, right before 3D hit. The final matchup in the Beat the Clock sprint for the number one contendership for Nikki Bella's championship at Night of Champions. Now, it was Paige versus Sasha Banks. Now, pretty much the deck was stacked against Paige because she had to beat Sasha Banks in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Sasha Banks is one hell of a competitor. She is a former NXT Women's Champion in her own right. Had a hellacious match against Bayley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And she's a tough competitor, in 1 minute and 40 seconds to beat Sasha Banks. Not likely. And Paige was going for the PTO when time expired, wasn't able to lock it in, and Charlotte advances to face Nikki Bella at Night of Champions for the WWE Divas Championship. Now, the continuation of the rivalry between Cesaro and Kevin Owens just came to approach, but Kevin Owens has Cesaro's number. He beat him at SummerSlam. Went through the match. It was back and forth just like at SummerSlam. At one point, Cesaro hit a gut-wrench suplex from off the middle rope. No lever whatsoever, just pure strength, showing why he is the Swiss Superman. But ultimately, during the match, Cesaro was calling the apron. Kevin Owens pushed him. Cesaro landed rib first right into the announce table, causing a slight injury, perhaps, that Kevin Owens capitalized on. Pump-up powerbomb for the win. Now, Sting, since he's back, Seth Rollins is wondering where's his bronze statue that he was promised, because he beat John Cena at SummerSlam thanks to Jon Stewart, who interfered, jabbed Cena in the gut with a steel chair, and set Cena up to get pedigreed on the steel chair by Seth Rollins while the referee was incapacitated on the outside of the ring. So, Stephanie McMahon early in the show told Seth Rollins, why don't you ask Sting where your bronze statue is? So, Seth Rollins called out Sting. But while he was calling out Sting, he badmouthed Triple H, saying that he was better than Triple H could ever be, that he's the man, which caused Stephanie McMahon to come out, told him to stop running his mouth. And as Stephanie calmed Seth Rollins down and told him to call out Sting, do what you wanted, John Cena came out to state a very obvious scenario. The authority said, and I quote, that at Night of Champions, all titles will be defended. Every title on the line. And it just so happens that Seth Rollins has 2 titles. John Cena has a rematch for the United States Championship. So, Seth Rollins has his work cut out for him, because not only does he have to defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Sting, he has to defend the WWE United States Championship against John Cena. Seth Rollins has not 1, but 2 matches. Possibly 3, because you have Sheamus lurking around the corner with that Money in the Bank briefcase. and you never know when he's going to cash in. Night Champions could be his night, because, going up against John Cena is going to be physical, because originally Cena was Mr. 5 Moves of Doom, shoulder tackle, whirly bird, 5-knuckle shuffle, and then the AA. But now with new moves added to his repertoire, like the springboard stunner, the hurricanrana, the sunset flip, the tornado DDT, so on and so forth, that he really is trying to expand in evolution of his moveset. You can count his moveset. You can literally count it from the very first shoulder tackle. Now, you don't know what John Cena's going to do. You don't know when he's going to do that hurricanrana. The fact that he can do a hurricanrana, it's unbelievable. Now, and also Sting. There's no ring rust with Sting. Sting, before he came to the WWE, had a long stint in TNA. Very long stint in TNA. He has no ring rust. There is no ring rust with Sting. So, Seth, you got your work cut out for you. Good luck to you. I wish you all the best. And in a little side drama action, he said, she said drama. Lana sneaks, well, not Lana, but Summer Rae. Summer Rae sneaks in Dolph Ziggler's locker room, blah, 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 blah. Not really into the whole drama scenario. But that's everything that happened on Raw. So, I will be coming to you Thursdays for SmackDown, and after every special event, such as Night Champions, NXT TakeOver, and anything special pay-per-view on the WWE Network. I'm also doing a live broadcast October 3rd from the WWE Network on Brock Lesnar headlining Madison Square Garden October 3rd on the WWE Network, which you can subscribe for 1 free month for the very low price of $9.99, no commitment, cancel anytime. Thanks for watching. I'll be coming out to you this Thursday coming up for SmackDown. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at DriftlessArts. Be cool. See you next time.